Have you ever thought that Kawasaki didn't actually start with motorcycles? Yeah, it's true. Most people picture roaring ninjas and supercharged superbikes, but the story goes way deeper and way cooler. Imagine this. A cargo ship sinks, and one man decides to dedicate his life to engineering, to make sure that never happens again. That's how Kawasaki began. So today we are covering 25 facts you didn't know about Kawasaki. Number 1. Kawasaki's story started in 1878, not with motorcycles, but with ships. Shozo Kawasaki founded the company after witnessing the sinking of a vessel, determined to create safer, stronger ships. From that moment on, the Kawasaki name became synonymous with innovation and engineering excellence. Number 2. They didn't jump straight into motorcycles, though. For decades, Kawasaki built ships, trains, airplanes, and even heavy machinery. They spent over 75 years mastering industrial engineering before even thinking about building a motorcycle. Number 3. All of this was part of a much larger company, Kawasaki Heavy Industries. That's why Kawasaki motorcycles feel so different. They're made by the same engineers who design machines that move the world. This deep engineering background gave them the knowledge to create bikes that are not only fast, but built with aerospace precision. Number 4. It wasn't until 1962, nearly a century after the company began, that Kawasaki finally released its first motorcycle, the B7. Meanwhile, Honda had already been making bikes since 1948, so Kawasaki entered the motorcycle game much later. But when they did, they entered loud. Number 5. During World War II, Kawasaki wasn't just making engines for bikes. They were building aircraft for the Imperial Japanese Army. One of their most famous planes was the Ki-61 Flying Swallow, known for its speed and agility. This aviation experience would later shape the precision and aerodynamics of Kawasaki's future motorcycles. Number 6. In 1969, Kawasaki shocked the motorcycle world with the H1 Mach 3. This beast could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4 seconds, faster than most sports cars of the time. Riders nicknamed it the Widowmaker, not because it was dangerous, but because it was unbelievably powerful and raw. The H1 proved that Kawasaki wasn't afraid to push boundaries. Number 7. Next came 1972, the year Kawasaki changed everything again with the legendary Z1. It was the first production bike to feature an air-cooled DOHC inline-4 engine, setting a new standard for performance and reliability. The Z1 could run over 50,000 kilometers without major problems, while most competitors struggled past 15,000. Number 8. During development, Kawasaki jokingly gave the Z1 the codename New York Steak, while rival Honda's project was nicknamed Hamburger. It was a fun rivalry that pushed both companies to create some of the best bikes ever built. Number 9. A few years later, Kawasaki revolutionized the motorcycle world again with the GPZ 900R, the first Ninja. Introduced in 1984, it had a liquid-cooled 16-valve engine that brought race-level performance to the streets. Suddenly, anyone could experience the thrill of a racing bike in everyday life. Number 10. The ZZR 1100, or simply the ZX11, became the world's fastest production motorcycle, holding that title for 6 years. It combined raw power with aerodynamic efficiency like nothing else at the time. Eventually, its record was broken, first by Honda's Blackbird and later by Suzuki's Hayabusa. But the ZZR 1100 remains an icon of speed. Number 11. The ZX11 took performance even further with its revolutionary ram air system. Inspired by fighter jets, it forced more air into the engine as speed increased, meaning the faster you went, the more power you got. Number 12. Then came the 2006 ZX14R, a monster that could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds, faster than many supercars. Kawasaki had officially entered hyperbike territory. Number 13. And just when everyone thought they'd reached their limit, the ultimate creation appeared, the Ninja H2R. This track-only machine produces over 300 horsepower and can exceed 240 miles per hour. It's the fastest motorcycle in the world, built entirely by Kawasaki with no compromises. Every detail, from the frame to the supercharger, was designed in-house. That supercharger, by the way, wasn't borrowed from cars. It was entirely developed by Kawasaki engineers specifically for motorcycles. It's so efficient and compact that no other manufacturer has matched it. Twist the throttle, and it feels like time itself bends. Number 14. Kawasaki also employs professional racers as test riders, ensuring that every sport bike handles like a race machine. Their input fine-tunes the suspension, power delivery, and safety systems, so even an average rider can feel like a pro. Number 15. And the engineering precision behind all this is unreal. Kawasaki machines are built with tolerances as fine as 0.0001 inches. Every component is crafted with robotic accuracy, combining human passion with mechanical perfection. Number 16. Even their design philosophy has a name: Tsugomi. Inspired by the stance of a predator before it strikes, Aggressive, focused, powerful. That's why bikes like the Z1000 look alive even when standing still. Number 17. Behind that style is deep engineering thought, like mass centralization. Kawasaki places the heaviest components close to the bike's center to improve balance and control. That's why their superbikes feel light and precise, even at extreme speeds. Number 18. And here's something only Kawasaki does. They use a unique transmission system called positive neutral finder. This genius mechanism prevents riders from accidentally shifting into second gear when the bike is stopped. It makes finding neutral from first gear effortless, something every rider appreciates in traffic or at a stoplight. Number 19. Of course, Kawasaki isn't only about high performance. Their KLR 650 has earned legendary status for reliability, surviving the harshest environments on Earth, from deserts to mountains to frozen tundras. Even the US Army has used them for military operations. Number 20. They actually invented the jet ski, the first personal watercraft ever made. That name everyone uses? It's originally Kawasaki's trademark, but they didn't stop at water. Kawasaki also builds ATVs and side-by-sides using the same high-performance technology found in their motorcycles. And yes, you can find a supercharger in their jet skis and side-by-sides. Number 21. And now, Kawasaki has entered the world of electric motorcycles with the Ninja E1, staying true to the Ninja line, cutting-edge technology, and aggressive design. It proves that Kawasaki can bring innovation and sustainability together, giving riders the thrill of a Ninja for the electric age. Number 22. And of course, there's Kawasaki Green. Introduced in 1969 to stand out on racetracks, this bright color became a global symbol of speed and performance. Today, that shade of green instantly screams Kawasaki anywhere you see it. Number 23. Kawasaki doesn't compete in MotoGP anymore. It's not because their bikes aren't fast enough. Far from it. The real reason is much more strategic. Back in the early 2000s, Kawasaki entered MotoGP with the ZX-RR, a bike that was incredibly quick but struggled with consistency and results. At the same time, the cost of competing in MotoGP was skyrocketing. For a company focused on building high-performance bikes for everyday riders, rather than racing purely for marketing, it just didn't make sense to keep going. So in 2009, Kawasaki decided to step back from MotoGP and focus on World Superbike instead, where they've been dominating ever since. Number 24. Kawasaki's slogan, "Let the good times roll," has been around since the early 70s, and it's more than a marketing line. It reflects their philosophy that motorcycles aren't just machines. They're freedom, adrenaline, and fun. No matter how advanced the technology gets, that spirit never changes. Number 25. Names like Z and Ninja have become legends of their own. They represent decades of innovation and tradition, and every new model carries the spirit of the ones before it. Owning a Kawasaki means becoming part of that legacy. Because Kawasaki's influence goes way beyond motorcycles, from ships to jets, from industrial robots to race bikes. Kawasaki has built machines that changed how humans move. Every time a rider twists the throttle of a Kawasaki, they're feeling over a century of engineering, innovation, and boldness. It's not just about speed, it's about the pursuit of perfection that started in 1878 and still drives them today. And if you enjoyed learning about Kawasaki's incredible journey, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned, because there's a lot more engineering magic to uncover.